All right, we're trying an experiment here. I just had 2 beers at Iowa Brewing Company. One was a Surf Zombies IPA, and the other one was an Oja. So that was a stout. Let's see if I can explain phase 4 of the CAGED system after 2 fairly strong beers. All right, so we started with the E shape on video 1, being a movable shape. Using a bar chord. That's, in my opinion, the most common shape, or the best shape to start with. And then I did a video about the A shape, moving up the neck. Through all 12 keys. Then we did a D shape, going up the neck. Which you can bring in the root, which is a pain in the neck. E, D, E. Oh my God, this is a little hard. F, G, A, B, ow, C, and the D. All right, our next shape that I recommend studying is the C shape, moving up the neck. The C chord is a good chord to start on because it's kind of like the white keys of a piano. C is a good key because there's no sharps and flats, but on guitar it kind of lacks any like rock and roll punch. Like an E has punch, A has punch, D has punch, D has punch, G has punch, and C is just kind of wah. But yet, we shall proceed. All right, so when you move a C chord up the neck, 1 fret, it becomes pretty gross, but it works there. It makes a great E flat, so that's C. Some sort of C sharp, that's a nightmare. A D, which is a Def Leppard song. E flat works great if you don't hit the outer strings, just the 4 middle strings. And here's like, E is terrible unless you flat the 3rd, make it an E minor. But forget that. Here's an F. Makes like an F2, F sharp. That's terrible. Here's a G. Highly usable. G sharp, no good. There's an A7, and you get the idea. The B is terrible, B flat's terrible, unless it fit a certain song. So C as a movable shape has a few really good ones, but to make it really work, you have to bar like this. There's a C sharp, which in tablature language would be a 4, 3, 1, 2, 1. That's a C sharp, F, G sharp, C, F. So what I'm doing is barring at the 1st fret with my index finger on 3 strings, bringing in middle finger, 2nd string, 2nd fret, ring finger, 4th string, 3rd fret, pinky, 5th string, 4th fret. And that might really take a long time to get used to. I know that hurts, but stay with me. If you go 1 more fret, it's a little easier for D. 1 more fret is D sharp or E flat. 1 more fret is E, which you can include the low E string. 1 more fret is F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B, or B flat. There's B and C. So with the G and C shapes, and D. You don't necessarily make a chord for a cowboy campfire strumming. It's more of an idea for an arpeggio or riff, like. The nice thing about a C shape is the order of the intervals. It's like a root, third, fifth, root. It's like root, third, fifth, root, third, fifth. That's the first inversion or the regular inversion of a chord. Root, third, fifth, there's D. Root, third, fifth, there's D sharp, and so forth. So, yes, there's a benefit, the nice sound, but the payoff or the sacrifice is that kind of four fingers covering 4 frets with your index finger laying flat. All right. You can find a lot of really cool little riffs, fills, embellishments using the C shape. But you can also skip the root. Like, take your pinky off if you've got. So here's a D, D sharp, E, F, G, or F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. So just take the pinky off, forget the root because the bass player might be playing the root or it's already implied. So you don't have to spell out the root every time, but you need the root as a reference point. All right. Here's an example. I'm going to click off my overdrive. I'm going to see if I can remember a song that uses that shape. Close your... Close your... That's an example of... Oops, try this again. Ah! Oops. There's an example of how to use that chord in a song. You might have heard that before. If you're old. If you know your rock history, I should say. So, there's an explanation of the C chord moving up the neck. And there's a lot of things you can do with this. Like, let's see if I can think of one more thing. If this is right. No, that ain't it. Nope. Nope, that's an entirely different shape. So I screwed up. But you know what? I'm not afraid to screw up. I'm not afraid to screw up in public. I'll jump up, join a band on stage and play. Doesn't matter if I know the song. I'll figure it out on the fly. I might make a mistake. I might play something really cool. You can't be so uptight. So kick back, have a beer, practice your guitar, work on those C shapes, moving up the neck. Cool. I'm out.